Hey, are you working for an early stage startup? Are you the founder or part of the sales team? Is it your job to approach the market and start selling what you've been building for this last period of time? Well, grab a coffee, sit down. I'm going to give you an approach to win your first 3 clients. Let's begin. So how do we win your first 3 clients? That's a great question. Do traditional sales processes are likely to work in this scenario? You've been working so long on this product to build an MVP or the first iteration. It stands to reason it's not going to have the features and functionality of your competitors in the market. But hopefully you created it in such a way it has a clear value proposition over those already in the market. Now, adopting a traditional sales strategy with lead generation, bulk emailing lists, and putting them into a funnel isn't likely to work in this scenario. As a founder, to further iterate your product, it makes sense that you want to contact and speak to as many people out in the market, your target buying personas, your target organizations, and those people who are going to use what you've been building. So the first secret to selling your MVP or your first iteration of your product is do things that aren't scalable. Call your target buying personas and ask them if they're interested about what you're creating. You'd love to get their feedback. And by going through the product and understanding what their pain points are in their business and talk through how you plan on solving that, and this is the first iteration of your MVP, if you find the right buying persona, they're more than likely going to be interested in what you're selling. It's by sharing ideas, not trying to sell, that those people will become interested in what you've been creating. And if you hit the right pain points or the right interest points for those people, they'll begin to naturally show buying indicators that they're willing to work with you. Now, when we look at the technology adoption curve, we're actually not going for the early majority or late majority or early adopters. We're actually going for the innovators. We're trying to find those people who are so close to the problem, you don't have to prove what the problem is, or you don't have to explain what the problem is in their business. They naturally see it. We're only presenting what you've built to them, and they will naturally see the fit within their business. So the ideal way to begin selling your MVP or your first iteration of your product is find those champions or those innovators in the business who are so close to the problem, they live it and they know it. And that's how you'll sell to your first 3 clients. Now, there's a platform called Clenty.com. In my role 5 or 6 years ago, I was actually doing lead generation and contacting the market for the enterprise SaaS company I was working for. My inbox was flooded and I couldn't get past a certain point because of the repeated tasks that was happening. Clenty reached out to me and just basically told me what they were doing, and I was so far in the problem, I knew it so well, I could see it was a natural solution, and I become their first client. And Clenty have moved on now to be a sales outbound platform that is pretty well known in the sales industry. The second thing is to win your first 3 clients is talk to them. If you can talk to 3, 4, or 5 of your target personas per week, your business will change. I'm not talking about a 2-minute conversation. I'm talking about a 10-minute conversation to understand their business. It's by understanding their business and crafting your message to those specific pain points, and by having an iterative approach to those phone calls, you will craft your message over time and get better at delivering your value proposition to your buying personas. And it's by doing those things that aren't scalable in the beginning that will help you win your first 3 clients. It's not about bulk emailing contacts, cold calls. That has a very low success rate. And you really need to craft your message in person or on the phone and then transfer that to email at a later stage where that becomes more effective and you start getting better reply rates than 1 or 2%. That is industry standard for cold emailing. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. I'll be releasing regular sales videos to help SaaS businesses accelerate growth of their company. If you're having challenges with sales within your business, down below is a Calendly link for 15 minutes. Book in a time with me and I'll see if I can point you in the right direction. I might be able to mentor you or offer you a course that I'm doing. Depends on where you are in your current journey. Otherwise, I can point you in the direction of some other people that I may know. Thank you. I hope this helped. I'll speak to you soon.